Hey, we got more text editing tools coming right at you. Coincidentally, there are different ways to create pre-formatted text that can, well, just make your page look a lot easier and cooler. So, we're going to work with what are known as heading sizes. Do not mix this up with your head section at all, by any means. We're going to deal with these heading tags. These create pre-formatted headings that, as you will be able to see, can get bigger or smaller depending on the number you put with them. Basically, this is how it works. It is an open and close tag situation where heading 1 means heading 1, and then you close the tag. I'm going to show you it real quick and then we'll type the rest of them out. Really simple. 1 is actually the largest. So heading 1, this is heading 1 / H1. And I'll show it to you. Big heading. Just like a newspaper, for those who don't know what that is, a magazine. This is just big text, since this generation probably doesn't know what a newspaper or magazine is. And we can keep going right down the line. If I do heading 2, this is heading 2. And if I show it to you, notice how it's a little bit smaller. Notice how also the heading tags put in that extra space like the paragraphs did. So I'm going to run the gauntlet here. Do heading 3. Heading 4. When would you use heading tags? When you're starting like a whole new section of text, heading tags help it keep nice and clean and help you as a web designer control better. Let me see. Does this go up to 7? It does not. So I must have got rid of number 7 because I remember there being a 7 at one point. So there you have it. I'll put it in split view for you. Heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, 4, 5, 6. The bigger the number, the smaller the text. Pretty simple. Pretty simple to look at, but it's a good way to experiment with it, which you will, of course, do here in a second. When we get into our CSS sheets, we can tell the document that if it's a certain heading type, to be a certain color. And within the H1, we can. There's our align friend. Let's align it. Make it center. I'll go make my second one align to the left, which it already is, but that's just us telling it. The third one I can make align to the right. Sure, why not? Flip back and forth real quick, and there you have it. First one is in the center, second one is in the left, third one's in the right. Didn't tell 4, 5, and 6 what to do, so they did nothing. This is all happening inside of the body. Pretty simple to work with if you ask me. So you have your heading tags, which I will notate H1 is the largest. H6 is the smallest. Other tags that we can work with include our pre-formatted text, and then there's an outdated tag, but I'm going to show you it anyhow. Pre-formatted text. I'm going to go down here and create, go back to code view here. Go back here and create a new paragraph. And then I'm going to give it the PRE prefix. PRE stands for pre-formatted text. And all of this really does, it's outdated, but it's kind of cool, makes it typewriter text. This is old school typewriter text. I'll show you it real quick. Take a look at that. Old school typewriter text. I think the new tag for this one is TT. Yeah. Let's see if I'm right. Yep. So either pre or TT, typewriter text, I'm going to notate here real quick that these two things are the same. Or at least try to write the word same here. Grabs your attention that way at least. And the final one, this is an outdated tag. Let me see if I can show you the outdated and the modern one. The outdated one is this S tag. And apparently it's going to let me keep this one and say it's okay. The S tag stands for strike through. And what that does is it simply strikes through the text. Just like that. Puts a line through it. So, I'm right now striking through, if I don't end that tag, everything. So I'm going to strike through up to the end of that tag. That paragraph, I should say. Is this old school typewriting text? Yeah. And is it the same? You betcha. So, the tags we covered here, and I'm covering them kind of quickly because you're getting the idea, hopefully, that if you put a couple pieces of letters or a word inside of a left and right tag, it does something. That's the essence of HTML. Once you get the hang of it, it's really not that complicated. So we introduced in this lesson all 6 heading tags, as well as the pre-formatted text, the typewriter text, and the strike-through text. Now that you're done with these basic text elements, you're going to have a project on the next page or next assignment piece that you'll have to complete. It should not be too difficult. Do not spend a lot of time so much on the information as meeting the technology requirements.